nobe ngaqala jive himbe yamasosha himbe yamasosha ngoba nobe ngaqala jive himbe yamagerila ngoba nobe ngaqala jive akhali akhaye hedebeni ngoba nobe ngaqala jive akhali akhaye hedebeni ngoba nobe ngaqala jive amandla awethu amandla. Comrades, greetings again. My name is Mihle Kayiza. I come from the organization called South African Youth Climate Change Coalition. I'm just going to be facilitating this very interesting topic, water, energy, food nexus. And I'm just going to bring a brief introduction towards the topic, and also our facilitators are going to introduce themselves, introduce the good work that they do, and also the organization that they come from. So I just have a few brief introductory questions, and I don't know, given what you were doing yesterday, just stand up if you agree, sit down if you don't agree, and it's just open-ended question. Do you trust the water that you drink coming from your taps? So everyone is sitting down. Those that agree, they trust, they must sit down, and those that don't agree, stand up. Okay, so then, if you trust the water that is coming up from your tap, if you can drink it freely without questioning it, and you trust the water quality and so on, stand up. Hey. Okay, comrades. I think I get the gist of the room. Everyone doesn't trust the water that comes from the table. Yeah. Whether like anyone is sitting down or are standing up. Oh, Clement does trust them. Okay. Do you wanna say why? Comrade Clement. Okay. Just briefly. Yeah.
Yes, I do. I like this because I seem to be exposing myself every time. But the issue is this, is that this is not, my response is not ideological in any sense. The municipality that I live in, which is Ekurhuleni, does a very good job. It has assembled very good scientists who are always all the time consulted by other municipalities in this. And we have never, in the 11 years I've lived there, had any problems with the water quality there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Keita Clement. Hey, I must move to Ekurhuleni. Okay, comrades, because of time, the question, do our comrades trust that we won't have load shedding in the future? No, okay. So does anyone feel that they do believe that we do have a strong energy sense and that load shedding will not be coming back anytime soon? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, comrades. Although, and then, as I'm gonna now introduce the topic, and then those are some of the questions that, as we are gonna be going forward, I want us to think about, because they speak to water security, food security, and also energy security. So, what is our understanding of water, energy, and food nexus? Does anyone want to give it a try? Okay, comrade. Bali. Obusi, sorry. Why do I call you Bali? Mike.
But people have to come forward, remember.
If you'd like to ask a question or make a comment for the live streaming, please come here because the camera can't reach. By the way, my name is Mutsidisi Makintani from Free State Botshabelo. So, my understanding about the water, energy, and food nexus is that you cannot get energy without water. You cannot get food without energy. Because in order for you to have food, you have to plant. In order for you to water the plant to get food, you have to use water. That's my understanding, General.
Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for her. Thank you very much, comrades. Basically, that is exactly what it is, comrades. It speaks to the interconnectedness of the three. That's exactly how she explained it. I can't go any diluted. Without water, there's no energy. Without energy, there is no water to our taps. Without water, there is no food. Without energy, there is no food. Without food, agriculture and so on, there's no energy. And then also with the water, with the production of energy, and then this is a nice illustration of the interconnectedness that with energy production, it requires water, and then vice versa. Clean water needs energy. The pumping of water from the treatment plants and so on, it needs energy. Also, the production of energy, the mining and so on, the fossil fuels and whatnot, also affect the water quality because of some of the activities that water gets polluted. And then the food production as well, it requires energy. And so forth. So basically that is what you are speaking about. And now, comrades, I'm gonna now give an intro. I'm gonna ask my participants to introduce themselves and tell us the work that they are currently involved in. And then after that, they are gonna tell us challenges that they are facing and their experiences within their communities. Thank you very much. I'll start with you, Kate Mutlatsi.
Makabani, Amandla. Aluta continue Makabani. Aluta continue Makabani. Naki Mutlatsi Makasane, Kitwakwana Free State Tabin Tsoho. Mosebetsi o re etsang currently as the organization is to promote or champion what we call greening of integrated development plans. We want to believe that is what will bring this nexus together. In short, I'll end it there. Thank you.
Amandla comrade, Amandla. Comrade, kunale ngoma le engithandayo. Masingayicula nje just kancane. Le ngoma le ngizonichazela after sesiyiculile ukuthi imina ini kimi. Wayeshila umsizi Dube asinamala sisebenzi bayeshila umsizi dube asinamala sisebenzi imali asinamala sivukeli imali asinamala sisebenzi amandla comrade. Ngiyabonga comrade. My name is Nondumiso Imminent Mabuza. I am a founder and an advocacy manager of Carolina Eco-Green Economy. We are the environmental that's centered around environmental justice, environmental health, mining and water stewardship. As Carolina Eco-Green, we are dedicated to advocating for clean water to all the residents that are in Chief Albert Luthuli and surrounding area. We've been drinking contaminated water for over 12 years now. And it's really painful because Carolina, it's a vulnerable place. We are surrounded by 23 to 25 mines, but the rate of unemployment is too high in our community. So when I get the opportunity to come here and talk about my organization, I was so pleased. Carolina Eco-Green has been working hard for the past 2 years. After I went to CER last year, class of 2023, I come with the tools. I come with the tools that can help me and the community of Carolina how to deal with this devil municipality. So after I come back from CER, then we go back to the drawing board with the organization and said, now this is the time to fight with the municipality. I didn't know that constituency is very important. After I've learned that in CER, I come back and say, you know guys, Section 24 is working. We have the right to clean and safe water. So we engaged with WaterCan, and WaterCan started to give us a water testing kit every month to test our water so that we can monitor our water status quality. And after we tested the water every month, the results came back that the water is unsafe for community to drink it. We write an email to the municipality with no response. We engage with WaterCan and LRC. That's what the department that came and helped us. I won't go further with the RCL and the WaterCan because we are building a case, a strong case. So WaterCan really help us a lot because now, even though I've drink this water now, but I'm not sure that this water is safe for me. Because when we tested the water in Carolina, we found out the water has bacteria, E. coli and coliform bacteria. The municipality is killing us with sewer spillage. We are dying each and every day. But the municipality doesn't care. We even raise awareness on our social media page to tell the community to boil the water before you drink it. So that when you boil the water, the bacteria will be neutralized. But it's still not safe for the community. So guys, I won't be long. I've got something to show you. We will go to the video. After the video, I will show you how to test your water in your community. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Wendy Pakier, and I'm from Ubuntu Rural Women and Youth Movement. We are based in the Western Cape. It's a grassroots organization, but we got a footprint in the Northern Cape and also in the Eastern Cape. Yeah, Ubuntu Rural Women was formed in 2012. So we're 12 years old this year. And it was started by myself. And really looking at, we call ourselves a vehicle for rural women and youth voices to be heard. And it's really to amplify women's voices. So I heard a lot of Amantlas here, but I never heard anybody come up to say, Humantla, power to the women. Because my work is all about women's liberation. Because of the situation where women are at. If you look at who bear the brunt of climate change, it's women. Who bear the brunt of unequal trade regimes, it's women, who are the lower end of the value chain. And when you look at who bear the brunt of HIV and GBV and everything that's happening, it's women. So that's why our particular focus is really changing and improving the lives of women. Ubuntu have 4 core programs. We do environmental justice work. And we've been involved in a lot of energy struggles with nuclear, SEFC, and Earthlife. And we've done some work on fracking in the Great Karoo with SLIC, Southern Cape Land Committee. We've also involved in the fight against oil and gas in the Northern Cape and also in the West Coast, where there's huge portions of land earmarked for mining. And now I'm not only talking about drilling for oil and gas prospecting in the ocean, offshore and onshore, but also for other minerals that we need for computers and phones and all the many things we use. And when I was thinking about what am I going to say about the nexus of energy, food, and water, I was thinking about the wants and the needs. Thinking of my grandfather who died at the age of 19, born in Whittlesea in the Eastern Cape, Themba Livingston Mandindi, who raised me. And I bought a washing machine when I started to work because I thought it's going to bring comfort. And up to the age of 19, he chose to do his own washing because he didn't see the need of a washing machine. I bought our very first microwave. And he was boiling water to warm his food. It took much longer than the microwave. But I learned from him to separate what a need is and what a want is. And a lot of the supply and demand and what is happening with energy and extracting, it's about the demand for all these minerals so that we can have smartphones and the newest smartphones and the newest cars and the newest microwaves and all this technology, and yet we do so much harm to the earth. And if I would have to choose, when the Khoi in the Sun, many, many ages ago, the first indigenous group of South Africa. When the colonizers came here, there's a photo on the website where they speak about, they saw a picture of the Khoi in the Sun and the colonizers beautifully dressed up in their attire. And then they make mention of the Khoi that looks so primitive. They lived in harmony with Mother Nature. They didn't need the big homes that we live in. They knew how to cook their food. They just took enough, not more than they need. And that is what I'm thinking about when I look at how are we going to repair all the damage that's been done. Even reducing our very own carbon footprint. I fly here. There's so many emissions flying to Durban. All of us, when we go to COP and everywhere, we're flying, we're driving, we're doing all of that. And yet these are big contributors to carbon emissions. And with South Africa being the highest emitter of carbon emissions in Africa, we need to largely reduce our carbon footprint. And that is why we are very much involved in the energy transition work. So we support and we advocate for nuclear energy. Sorry, not for nuclear energy, for renewable energy. Moving away from toxic energy sources because there is enough sun and wind. It doesn't run out. We have plenty of sun in all of Africa. We have plenty of wind, biogas and other energy sources. There is alternatives, and that is what we promote. Definitely not nuclear, because we are against the expansion of the Koeberg nuclear plant, and have supported some of the campaigns of SEFC and Earthlife and others fighting against nuclear. And then we also have, that is the energy justice work. So working with fisher women, people in mining affected towns, and the people that will be severely impacted if the mines are allowed. They want to do hydrogen in the Northern Cape in Honekala Bay, where there's oceans. And you know, oceans are so sacred to the people that lives in the coastal towns. And they want to drill in the West Coast, in Doring Bay, along the Olifants River, that whole, you know, it's such a big stretch. If you see the map, you're going to be shocked to see what is happening. There's an onslaught on the oceans. And Uncle Chris of Doring Bay that works from the age of 15 as a fisherman that says, if they allow the mines to come and drill here, I can die. Because what's going to happen with our livelihoods? And it's the very same thing the women are saying. They never go to the doctor, as Debbie says, from Doring Bay. The sea, the ocean, was their doctor growing up. Our other program is around food justice. And this is where we do a lot of work around, in partnership with the Women on Farms Project, Surplus Peoples Project, Kasawu, Trust for Community Outreach, the African Center for Biodiversity and others, looking at the excessive use of pesticides in our country. We are currently using 57 pesticides, highly hazardous pesticides, that's been banned in Europe. It's banned for ecological and for health reasons. It's not good for Europe, but it's good for Africa. So every time I eat food, doesn't matter if it's yogurt or fruit or whatever I eat, I'm thinking of the poison in our food. If it's not organic, if it's not sustainably produced, people are slowly being killed by the food that we eat. So that's a big campaign that we're working towards. It's towards a just agriculture transition. Our land has been overused. Water has been overused on the farms with industrialized agriculture. I mean, there's so much damage been done to the soil. And we don't need all this huge consumption and production of food because most of our food is exported. I mean, we produce a lot of food, but 15 million people in this country live below the poverty line, meaning below $1 per day. So there's a lot of issues there. So we promote sustainable agriculture, moving away from chemicals and chemicals in our food, moving towards more sustainable agriculture, agroecology, where we look after the earth, we preserve the water, we look after the soil and all of these things. And at the same time, we produce good quality food that's necessary for us to live quality lives. Because the pesticides ban, some of that we use here, is linked to cancer, is linked to neuro diseases, is linked to cardiovascular diseases, to do with the heart. It's linked to lung diseases and stuff. And if we wonder why the statistics are so high, this is a 70% global market. The North, they own 70% of this. The profit margins are in the billions dollars that they make by producing these pesticides. And who benefit when we get ill? The pharmaceuticals, who make billions and billions of pounds when people get ill. So medicine is not only what we put in our body, the pills. You know, medicine could be the food that we eat. When our grandmothers, my late grandmother, they called her the guru of herbs. She knew every herb. She stayed in Durban for 10 years. She spoke Hindu and Zulu fluently, among the other 7 languages she spoke. She lived in this very town. And when I came here, I was just so reminded of her because she's no longer alive. And we grew up with herbs, with no Western medicine. We must go back to our roots of our indigenous foods, of our indigenous seeds, of our indigenous medicines, and stop putting in our bodies what the West is feeding us. So that's a lot of our food justice work. I'm done now, comrade. The 2 other programs that we have is around gender-based violence, because we've got very high statistics of femicide, intimate femicide, also rape, even up to very little small baby children. So we do a lot of work there. And then we also do work around land justice. I'm a former farm worker. I was a trade unionist for many years in a farm worker trade union. I live on a farm on the outskirts of Stellenbosch, and I'm very proud of my heritage of staying on the farm where my great-grandfather was a farm worker because I lived with him, he raised me, and my late grandmother was a domestic worker. So a lot of our work is around fighting for justice for farm workers against evictions and forceful removals from the land that they've lived on for many generations. You know, our ancestors, many of them were landowners, and now they're the slaves on the land. So we fight against these injustices, restitution, among other things. And then last but not least, we have an advice office, and our advice office do a lot of paralegal work. We call ourselves community lawyers. We didn't go to university and study for LLBs. We learned on the job in the communities. But we go into courts and high courts and land claim courts, spaces that are preserved for advocates and lawyers. We go in and we occupy these spaces. We go in, if workers have no one to represent them, we stand in that bench and we speak until they appoint an attorney or an advocate to represent the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, comrades. I think, comrades, it's very nice to hear how all of this is not just theory, but we are much part of this interconnectedness, and that it is our everyday life. And I love how all of the participants speak about what our communities are actually facing. And what Comrade Wendy said here is that we are part of the driving force of all of this by our lifestyle, consumptionness, and all of those things. And there is a nice video that Alex is gonna put on for us, and it's on water. It's on water testing and water quality, and I think that after that, Comrade Imminent is also gonna take us through the water testing kit, and then we will just open the floor of discussions and also questions. So yeah, Comrade Alex, you can.
Hello, water activists. Thank you for being the guardians of South Africa's precious water resources. Your efforts are crucial in monitoring and protecting our water. Today, we'll guide you through the steps for testing the quality of your water, whether it's from a tap, a dam, or a river. As well, we'll show you how to upload your results to our water map. Before we begin testing, create an account on WaterCan's Map My Water online portal by scanning the QR code in the information booklet or visiting www.watercan.org.za/map. Click the sign up button and follow the on-screen prompts. This is where you will record and upload all the results from your water test for the rest of the country to see. Now that you've set up your portal, ensure that you have the following: your testing kit, a container for rubbish, a clipboard and paper, pen or pencil, and a clean container to collect your water sample in. Inside the testing kit box, you will find 3 chemical test strips. One tests for nitrates and nitrites, one that tests for phosphates, and finally, the 6-in-1 strip. There are also 2 bacterial test items. These are the AquaScreen, which tests for bacteria, and the Petrifilm, which tests for E. coli and coliforms. Additionally, there is a piece of foil, a syringe, a color chart, and an information booklet. Once you have arrived at your testing site and identified where you'd like to test, record the visible environment, like the color of the water, any smell or odor coming from the water, and any sign of pollution. Take out the container which you'll use to collect the water, rinse it 3 times in the water you're going to test, and then collect your water sample. Dip each of the 3 chemical strips into the water sample in your container. Wait 3 seconds, then take them out and lay them on a flat surface to dry. After 3 minutes, match the colors on the strips to the charts. Record the results, take a picture, and upload the results and pictures to the Map My Water portal as soon as you can. For the AquaScreen test, unscrew the cap from the bottle, but do not remove the paper or touch the inside of the bottle. From your water sample, fill the AquaScreen container until the dark line. or about halfway. Place the cap back on and shake vigorously for 30 seconds. The water will turn light yellow and look foamy. When you are back home, store the bottle in a cool, dark place for 36 hours. If there is bacteria, the water will turn black. For the petrofilm test, use the syringe to collect 1 milliliters of water from your sample water. Lift up the paper on the petrofilm and slowly release the 1 milliliter of water onto the red dot, making sure to distribute the water evenly without touching the water or the red dot. Slowly roll the piece of plastic back down, covering the red dot, and ensure there are no air bubbles. Do not press down on the red dot. Once this is complete, wrap the petrofilm in the piece of foil provided. Keep the petrofilm level and leave covered in the foil in the sun for 48 to 72 hours. Check the results after 24, 36, 48, and finally after 72 hours, noting when the results were first visible. Any red dots indicate the presence of chloroform bacteria, and any blue or black dots indicate a positive for E. coli. Count the number of dots. Are there less than 10 or more than 10 of the red and the blue or black dots? Record the final results, take a picture, and upload the results to the Map My Water portal. This enables us to show South Africa what their water quality is. When uploading a result on the Map My Water portal, you will be given a brief explanation of the results and the safe ranges. You can also download your results. Thank you for being water guardians. Your efforts make a difference. Together, let's ensure the safety of South Africa's water.
Hey, hectic stuff. Comrade Imminent is gonna take us through some of the testing kit. Yeah, and then she'll just show us how it works and yeah.
Hi, Amandla, comrade. Comrade, into engicelayo bengicela ukuthi angazi senze isekele. Cause lana ngine challenge ukuthi bangishodisele ma color chart. Shuthi sizotesta ngebhodlela eli1 sonke. So before sizotesta bengicela ukuthi ni download le app kuze nizokhona nonke ukuthi ni connect uploada lama results after sewaphumile. Oh, igama le app, it's www.watercan.gov.za. You just log in, you put your email and create a password. Then when it's open, you go straight to Map My Water. www.watercan.gov.org.za.
Sanmanan Ninjani. For my purposes with space and all that, you can go to Google, just say water can, just write water can, and then izongenisa ku page le water can, and then you say Map My Water. And then you will register your profile and then log in. So we will continue after that. It's water can, and then Map My Water, and then you register.
And I think Comrade Imminent was also saying that comrades that would like to see the demonstration of the water testing, they can actually come to the front. And then unfortunately, there's not too many testing kits that groups can be formed. So I just like comrades to please come and observe and. Sorry? Yeah?
oyi-one wabo.
Oyi-one wabo.
Yes. But babe babona bonke.
No, okay.
Nawa la ma-strips.
And then we're now in the demonstration right now. This is how it's going to work. You just go, this half must go, this half must go, this half.
Inkinga sina one. Sina one yaloku lekumele sikwenze njengoko kuzoshoda la maphepha. So una uzowakhipha nini? Okay, abasinikeze itafula lesolibeka lapho sibonke umuntu asondela kodwa. I need a table. That's what we so that I can test.
And then I keep the conversation going.
Alex, where do we get a table so that I can put the table in front? Yeah.
You can just move. You can just move in the back. You take the back.
Comrade, sifuna amanzi, etap.
Yeah, that's tap water. The one that you just bring for.
This is tap water. But we have to shoot the sauce. The sauce.
The sauce. Must I go shoot the sauce and come back?
Comrades, I'm going to teach you a song whilst they prepare for the demonstration. The song's name is Sanibona. Sanibonani means we see you. I think I had to Google what does it mean because we've been singing the song, but we didn't know the meaning of the song. The song was written by women in the West Coast who's very much involved in the struggle against mining and stuff. But I think it's a beautiful song, and when we sing, when we name your province, you can of course be as loud as you want to be. So I'm gonna sing Sanibona, and you're just gonna repeat Sanibona. Oh Sanibona, oh Sanibona. Not so slow. You must hype it up. No? Oh Sanibona, Sanibona, oh Sanibona. Oh Sanibona, 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 oh Sanibona, oh Sanibona, oh Sanibona, 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 we see you Eastern Cape, we see you Eastern Cape, we see you Eastern Cape, Sanibona. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you KZN. We see you KZN. We see you KZN. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you Northern Cape. We see you Northern Cape. We see you Northern Cape. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you Gauteng. We see you Gauteng. We see you Gauteng. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you Western Cape. We see you Western Cape. We see you Western Cape. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you Free State. We see you Free State. We see you Free State. Sanibona, Sanibona, we see you northwest. We see you northwest. We see you northwest. Sanibona, Sanibona. We see you Limpopo, Sanibona. We see you Limpopo. Sanibona, Sanibona. Woo! We see you Mpumalanga, Sanibona. We see you Mpumalanga. We see you Mpumalanga. Sanibona, Sanibona.
What a song. Thank you so much.
Amandla comrade. Bese isala njani nje Mpumalanga ifaka kangaka Nkosi yami? Awu naku sesangasithandi sesiwendi. You don't love Mpumalanga. It seems like you've been hurt in Mpumalanga, comrade.
I wanted to check if they listened.
All right, comrade.
Where the mines are. I left it for last, actually.
Okay, comrade. Okay, guys, sesingasondela. Angazi sizawupheshana nje. Okay, guys. Ngisalikhumbula mos le phepha ngisho balivezile. Bathi i-color chart. Le phepha leli. So njengoba sizoqala ku-testa, sizoqala nge-6 in 1. I-6 in 1 si-checker i-pH, alkaline, chlorine, hardness, what is the last one? And bromine. So now I will put the paper down. Comrade Nutlasi, you may come forward and help me. Then this is the 6 in 1. This is the strip 6 in 1. I will dip in 3 seconds. It's 1, 2, 3. Take it out. You don't shake it. You put it on a flat surface. Then strip number 2. It's a phosphate. The one that has 1 block. This is the strip. We dip 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. We put it down. The last one, it's nitrates. Got 2 blocks. 1, 2, and 3. We put it down. So now we are waiting for the strip to change colors. We will go to the aqua screen. This bottle has a paper. If you open this bottle, you can't put your finger inside because it's dangerous. This bottle and this paper has some chemicals. So we'll put the water until here in the line. You must close this tight. Then you shake it. You can see now. It seems like the water. Angas. We put it down. And we go to a petrofilm. This one. And we are using a strip to fill the petrofilm. Okay. You can't touch there. Yes. Yes, guys. Ne? Igcwele ihleli kahle. So siphutha ku foil. Then you can close it and don't put your hands in the center. You must wrap in the edge. Close the edges only. This aqua screen bottle stayed in the dark place 48 hours, 32 hours, or 72 hours. It means 2 to 3 days. This one in a dark place where the children can't reach this bottle. And this pelifrom, you put it on a window where la kungena khona I-light iyahlala khona le for 72 hours nayo. Ama results wakhona aphuma after, so thole lama results for 72 hours. La kule pelifrom kuba nama dots aba ay-3. Kune red, kune black, kune blue. I-red ithi warning. Warning. Iyakuwona kuthi kukhona kukho. I-blue isho ukuthi ayaphuzeka wona. Mara mase siya ku black kusho kona ukuthi hayi kuyanyiwa. Akulalwa. Busuku bonke. Bese la kule bhodlela leli. Uma lizo change, yalibona manje linjani? Lifuna ukuya kuyellow. Li neutral. Masilifaka lo 72, mawabuya ayellow. Asho ukuthi safe ukuthi siwaphuze. Uma liguquka liba mnyama, kwangathi malahle or charcoal, there is danger. Sewanani ane coliform bacteria ne E. coli. Ibangwa yini? Ibangwa yisuwa. Spillage. Yasibulala. Neinkomo ziyasibulala. Nathi siyazibulala. Ayisho ngiyandlula ku stream Petty Pampers. Hayi mtshintshe la salahla khona la. Ulahle khona la damini. Wena kanti awuboni ukuthi wena sowenzani? So damage amanzi yawa contaminate. So ngicela downloadile ama strip sewa right ukuthi siwathike. Comrade Mhlathi ngoza ngapha ne ball pen. Yeah. Sithe siqala nge6 in 1 ngisho. Nayo ke i6 in 1. Cela ungibambele so ubhekise ngakibo. Na i6 in 1 ne? Angazi i6 in 1 I total heightness. Comrade Mhlathi wena ubona ubani? Sesihliyo ngicela ubuye uzoba I weakness. Ubona ubani Comrade Mhlathi beke phansi comrade uzokhona kubona kahle. Liqondanise ubona ubani wena?
La ngibona u7.
Siku total hardness 0 25 50 unamba bani?
550.
Yeah.
5 yards.
Yeah, when ubona ini, ikhala injani?
Kala, ingathi 25.
25, tick 25.
Yeah. 25.
Yeah, tick 25. Bese I total chlorine. Which color do you see, says Cleo?
Cleo.
Mina ngibona u 0.5.
Nami ngibona yena.
Yes, tick 0.5.
Sure.
Bese ku free chlorine ngibona u 0.
Nami ngibona u-0.
Ku bromine. Bromine. Bromine it's 1. Yes. Ku total alkaline ngizibonela u 120. Says Cleo, what do you say?
Yeah, ngiyambona u-120.
Serious, I'm telling you, okay, to be quite honest, corner u0 which is a bit yellowish, then corner u40 ocishe abe awumazi
Sa
ukuthi
green,
green
yeah.
or ufuna ukuba yini, then the
U8.
next number u120 which is the green, the green grass, then bese kuba u180 oh
Dark green, dark,
Yeah.
dark.
angazi
Kuya ku 240 na ku
so
360.
the color emeshayo la niyaza ngeke nilahle ba
It's 120.
u120
Bese siya ku pH ekugcineni. Orange it's 7.2. Please, anyone who downloaded the app or you do have, come and take a picture to this one so that you can upload it. Yeah, whenever, yes, whenever bamephe, then uzobakhomba ama results akhiphiwe. Shoot akhe. Yeah, ngizokwenzela baba. Nangu umntwana usenza. Shoot lapha. Sibhizi nge
What color was the water?
It was clear.
Was it smelly?
Behind Niavela, so mhlambe just in case ngasi mhlambe move kakhulu so that is
okay ngithi ngibambe so that ngithatha sona oh ngathi ngibhekise
Sizofuna ukwenzela baba ne.
yenze manje bese uphuma
the water is nice. I've been drinking water, yes.
Okay, guys, we are done with the 6-in-1. Usamile. Sesiya ku phosphate. Yeah, sesiya ku phosphate. Nayi phosphate. Sebangayibeka ke basichazele ukuthi babonani.
10 ppm
Yes, it's 10 ppm. We are done with this one. Then sesiya ku nitrate. This one has 2 blocks. Yeah. Then we put it here. What do you see, says Cleo, in nitrates? The one start with NO3. This side. I can see 0. Yes.
I see 0 I said it first
And even in nitrates, I see 0.
yeah it's 0
It's 0. Yes. Comrade Pechuna, sicela uzoshutha ngapha, u-uploade. Sesiyawafaka ke bazalwane. Azasitshela manje ukuthi hey sisenkingeni noma siyaqhubeka siyanatha. Yeah, manje azochaza ngisho ukuthi a safe ukuthi siwaphuze or there's a warning or unsafe. Bese angisho mase wakhiphile wanamhlanje lawa ele paper color. Then sekoseke manje sesenza i-confirmation nganaku lokuyi-2. Mawathi wona unsafe sesiyobona la ukuthi vele unsafe na. Mara mangobe wona athi safe nala zobuya athi safe cause into eyi-1. Ngiyabonga sesiphetshuna sesingeva ngayo ukuthi ma results athini. Usesebhizi kancane. Okay guys, okunye ngikhohliwe la ma strip uma sowucede ngawo uyawashisa. Awalahli noma ngangikuphi yabazi ngoba abantwana bayathatha bafake emlonyeni bayagula kufuna sidlale safe. Ngiyabonga.
Amandla. Amandla. Nithukiwe. Why niqhaqhazela? Okay, my comrade, sonke siku app angithi izothi date and time as confirm sonke isikhathi namuhla u2024 0919 isikhathi u2:15. Yes. Water source siwathethe phamanzi, is it tap water, river water or
Tap water.
okay. Uzobhala lapho ukuthi tap water ne? And then what kind of a kit did we use? Water can kit angithi. Location yethu is 40 Beach Walk, Durban Central.
Yes.
All right. And then manje, what color was the water? Was it clear, yellow? Okay. Clear, siyabhala. Was there a smell in the water? No. All right, city no. Angithi. Is there any visible damage to plants and animals in the water body? No. You are not sure? Yeah. Okay. But isizothi no. Is there visible signs of pollution or dumping in your water? No. City no. Now, but if possible, please upload a photograph of where this sample was taken. Sizoshuta le class later. Siyashuta bese sithi use photo. And then we say next. Okay, yeah, uploaded next. Le app uyenzeni?
Are you okay, Marita? I can hold the mic for you so that you can
Yeah, please. Okay, my comrade. Sesi dlulile ne? Sesi ya ku nitrate angithi. Yile enabo pink and white. Sizo uploader photo yakhona. It's this one. Yes, I did. Sizo upload photo yakhona.
Timekeeper, it's like you want to say something.
I'm just conscious of time.
No, we are almost done. All right. Sesi ya ku phosphate.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna upload also a picture of phosphate. And now we are going to go to history places to ESNA 6, Yamalo, which is the chemical parameters. We upload our photo. Now, we did not check any metals. Sizodlula, ne? Sithi submit. Okay? Now, yes, izoyenza, just because now we are being conscious of the time, there's a space where before you upload a photo, you need to tick first. Logo palile, if you tick 0.5, you tick that 0.5, ane?
Let's tick so that we can.
It's in phosphate. Ascaling in nitrate.
Nitrate. Okay, nitrate it's 0.
0.
Yeah.
Then
Nitrate is 0 foot.
0. Siyadlula.
7.
Phosphate.
Phosphate is 10.
10. Siyadlula, 6. Total hardness,
25.
25. Total chlorine,
0.5.
0.5. Free chlorine,
0.
0. Bromine,
1.
1. Total alkalinity,
120.
yo. Total pH value,
7.2.
7.2.
Is contaminated.
Okay. Siyasubmita ke manje.
It takes how long?
Iyosinikeza ama-results manje. Siyaya. Okay. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your water is safe to drink, my comrades.
Thank you very much, guys. This bottle and this perfume we'll check on Saturday morning. Yeah, we'll send it in the group, the results. But you can see when the color paper is safe, it seems these two are safe, but we have to make sure. I will send the results on the group. Thank you.
Thank you very much, comrades. This was a very nice illustration, and it really shows that how we can actually hold each other accountable as well as the government, because as Pecunious, Eminent said that we are part and parcel of even polluting. As much as there is industry pollution, there's also the part that we are also play. And I think, comrades, in terms of closure, it was a very nice discussion. And then because of time, I think we can engage further as the day goes, because I feel like everything, it is interlinked. And I'll just hand over to Alex. And I know there are people that have questions in terms of procuring the kit. And I think Eminent must just send more details in terms of cost and so on. So I'll just give over to, do you want to say something? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, and Alex, you can take over now. Thank you very much, comrades.
Okay, guys, if you need a testing kit, I will send Dr. Sferal Adams his contact on the group so that you can take his contact and tell her everything you want to tell her. Then you'll get help to get water testing kit. And if you get those water testing kit, please, guys, do upload your results so that you can keep monitoring your water status in your community. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just wanted to say one more thing. I just wanted to acknowledge Liz from Green Connection, because we work a lot with Liz in the West Coast and in the Northern Cape, and she also funds a bit of our work as well. And we couldn't do this work with all the partners that we work with. Not only organizations such as Green Connections, Natural Justice and others, but we also work with a lot of local organizations in the West Coast, and EJF fund a lot of the organizations we work with. They fund them and we support them to handle the money, because local organizations should also be funded for the work that they do. So we do a lot of that. And we're building a grassroots women's movement in fishing, mining, agriculture. So we're bringing different sectors together because we feel that it's important and around the different stuff that I spoke about earlier. Because we don't just want to focus on the one thing. That's why I say we work in an intersectional way as well. So if there's any organizations or people in fishing, or women in mining towns, or women in agriculture, small-scale farmers that feel that you would like to maybe see what we do. I'm not saying you must join the movement. You know, we believe bottom up, and the women lead from the ground up, and the women, nothing about the women without the women. You're more than welcome to engage. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. One of the joys of being part of this coalition is being inspired by the work that the members do, and so I hope you were inspired by hearing these stories. Also, one of the things that the municipal official said, I think, was really problematic. He was like, oh, a lot of these issues are service delivery issues. They're not climate change issues. And it's like, no, these are interconnected. Climate change impacts so many of this. Climate change impacts the water and energy, food nexus, our housing, our land. It's all connected. So that was just something he said which needed to be pushed back against. And I think this panel helped to demonstrate that. So thank you for those inputs, comrades. We have gone over time again. I'm terrible at my job, so apologies. I'm kidding. But maybe we can take a 15-minute tea break now. And then 15, yeah, 15. And then we come back at 20 to 3. And then we'll have our panel, our discussion on building powerful, radical political movements for transformative change. And keep these are some of these panels are like priming discussions, because later on we're going to have deeper diving discussions that start to ask us together to think about what are the things that we need to build together to build this vision. So even though we don't have as much time to discuss now, later on is going to be all about us discussing, all about us workshopping these ideas together. Thanks, comrades. Did you have something urgent you need to say, Claire?
No, it's about the water testing kit. Why Ferron? Sorry, Ferron. Feriel says it will be nice that whenever they send by provinces rather than one from Joburg, then one from wherever, KZN. So if there are about 4 or more organizations in Durban who wants the water testing kit, they can communicate with her or with Imminent. Thank you.
Thank you very much, comrades. A last round of applause for the wonderful work that people are doing. Okay, feel free to get yourself. Wait, is it tea? Is it now tea or is it? It's a short break. Oh, there isn't tea. This is a short break. Sorry, I was misreading the program. This is a short 10-minute break, and then we're going to have a longer tea break. So this is a 10-minute break. If we can come back at 35 past maybe, and then we're going to have a longer tea break a little bit later. Yeah.